Hello, I'm the Nostalgического Critic guy. Remember it so you don't have to. Remember the Pound Puppies? Sure you do. Their marketing gimmick was far too clever to overlook. Buy one of our cute, sad little puppies or else they get the gas.
Those lonely Pound Puppies really need to be rescued.
It was a brilliant idea, and like most toys in the 1980s, if it was popular, it warranted a show. So we got the Pound Puppies show, which was just as dry for ideas as the executives who greenlighted it. I don't know, you got these dogs in a pound, but they get dogs out of the pound. There's this evil woman who runs it, but then there's this daughter who runs it. She tries to capture them even though they're somehow already in a pound. Something about magic power that allows them to talk to humans. It was a mess. And just to make it even more confusing, they had a theatrical release that switched things up even more. That was Pound Puppies: The Legend of Big Paw. Emotionally lagging and creatively retarded, the Pound Puppies movie is just as big a sellout as you would think. And considering how it was based on a show that was a sellout, that was based on a toy that was a sellout, there's a lot of fucking selling out to be done here. So why should these characters have been Korean appetizers? Let's take a look. So it's a beautiful day in Whateversville, the sun is shining, the clouds are out, the cars stop in mid-dissolve. It's absolutely wonderful. And on this day, we see 3 dogs walking to the museum.
Gee, Uncle Whopper, where are you taking us?
All you said was it's a little surprise.
Did you like surprises, Uncle Whopper?
Oh boy, I think the director's kids wanted a cameo.
Hey, watch out!
Whoa, that could have been me. Thanks.
That will be you if you don't start watching the lights and wait for the walk signal before you cross.
Why thanks, magic walking, talking dog. Boy, this is the best high ever.
It's a good thing we still have puppy power, or else I couldn't have talked to him.
Yes, apparently there's this thing called puppy power, where dogs and humans can magically talk to one another. Not too late to get a refund, folks.
Where did it come from anyways, Uncle Whopper?
Wait till you hear this. It all started back in the Dark Ages, back in the days of the knights.
Wait a minute, what?
Things were a lot different back then. Good and evil knights fought each other for the right to search for the mystical sword Excalibur.
No, sorry, I came in to watch Pound Puppies, the little dogs.
Unfortunately, the evil Black Knight won.
When did this become Spamalot, the animated series? Hi, I'm Pussy McPantaloon Britches, and I have no idea why we jumped from talking dogs to Quest for Camelot's table scraps. Kinda weird. So the Black Knight, who's not wearing any black, chases after the boy and his dog.
Now for the pleasure of finishing you.
For dry, red eyes, clear eyes is awesome.
So the boy just happens to stumble across the sword in the stone and...
The Bone of Scone!
Wait, the what?
The Bone of Scone!
There's a bone in the stone? Why would anyone put a bone in the stone? What's the point? What, was Merlin drunk when he came up with that little tidbit? And he who pulls the sword from the stone will be named King... I just thought of something. What if, now just hear me out, what if we put a bone in the stone? I don't know why. Everyone's gonna be like, why is there a bone in the stone? What's the point of that? Blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna be like, hey, that contains puppy power. Everyone's gonna be like, well, what the hell is puppy power? Well, I'll tell you in a second. By the power of Greyhound!
Oh, hell with this! I'm devoting my life to catching Smurfs!
Yeah, sure scared him.
You can talk! We can talk! We found puppy power!
So I guess they just declared it puppy power on the spot, and it seemed to stick.
But I shall never rest until the Bone of Scone is mine. And should I fail, the sons of the McNasty clan...
McNasty? Really? That's his name? You know, you're sort of leaning his future towards evil when you call somebody that. I can't only see a daycare center called McNasty's.
Some story, huh, kids?
One thing I don't understand, Uncle Whopper.
Oh, God, just try to act like you give a shit, will ya?
Which brings me to another story about how we almost lost puppy power.
Yes, because we can't keep track of where the fuck this movie's going, we cut to yet another flashback. This one takes place in the 50s. Okay. So we see our main characters from the original show. Cooler, Bright Eyes, Nose Marie, Howler, and Whopper. Yeah, look nothing like the original designs, do they? In fact, nothing else is like the original show if you grew up with it. The owners are different, the time period's different, even the personalities, though little there were, are different. But who cares? They're having such a rockin' good time.
Let's go to the pound. Let's go to the pound. Let's go to
Wow, the pound looks awesome! I never knew all the fun I was missing out on all this time. Come on, let's all go to the pound right now. Dance. You can hug him, you can pet him, but you better not forget him at the pound. Fuck this, I'm getting a turtle.
In commemoration of the 1,000-year anniversary of the Bone of Scone, we'll be holding an adoption bazaar at the pound.
Yeah, and everybody's invited to come over and adopt the pound puppy or pound purry of their choice.
Wait, a pound purry? Did she really just call a cat a pound purry? What, did pound pussy just cause too much controversy?
Someday one of Big Paw's descendants will guard the Bone of Scone again. It's like my great-grandpuppy said to me. Us Coolers are descendants from King Arthur's puppy, Dig-a-Lot.
Who wrote this?
Just then, a nurse puppy comes in to let them all know the good news.
It's time.
It's time?
It's time. It's time. It's time.
It's time.
Is it time? Actually, they're talking about a batch of puppies being born, which is so overblown it's making the nativity look phoned in.
I love you.
Where are they?
Ah!
Where are they? Look at them. They're just so cute.
That guy is weird.
You're right, Whopper. There's something odd about that man.
No! What did you put? No!
Young lady, the papers, please.
Uh-oh. Look out for reflex.
I love you! I love you! I love you!
Yes, this interesting mental psychosis has a very strange reaction when he hears a bell. He runs around kissing people, saying that he loves them. It's the stupidest thing I ever heard in my life! No rhyme or reason!
Look out!
I think this calls for another.
Scary
Ooh, fucking pound pervert! So after having sold the puppies to a man with razor-sharp teeth, Whopper decides to follow him to see what his evil plan is.
After a few minutes in my mean machine, these gentle puppies will be transformed into vicious guard dogs. This is a map of the museum. You enter here, then go through this corridor, right to the bone. Then I have the power of the bone and my army of vicious attack dogs. I'll take over the pound, and then the country, and then the world!
Of course!
So Whopper goes and tells everybody what he saw, but nobody believes him.
All right, Whopper, that's enough. It's good that you have an active imagination, but you have to learn to control it.
Really? This is a movie that starts off with Excalibur talking puppies and a guy named McNasty. I think we've established that there's nothing far-fetched in this movie. So it's up to Whopper himself to stop the thugs from stealing the bone.
This is gonna be a piece of cake.
Hey, don't mention food. I'm starving, all right?
Hey, Lumpy, you know how we were talking about the other day how we're in every single solitary movie ever? The fat guy and the skinny guy who are both thugs?
Yeah.
Do you think that's a throwback to classic character development, or just really shitty writing?
I picked the latter.
So the bone is broken in half, which means that all puppy power in the world is taken away.
I saw Whopper run.
What's going on? I can't understand Colette.
Hey,
I can't understand Tammy and Jeff.